Good morning, children. I myself, Sanjay Kumar Saxena, faculty of US Academy and Institute, is here to teach you maths of class 9. So please pay your attention here. Now, the chapter name is number system, which we have seen in the previous class. As we will see at a glance what we have gone through in the last class, number system. Now see, the system which deals with the number is called the number system. In this number system, how many types of numbers we have studied? We have studied following types of numbers. One was the counting numbers. Counting numbers. These counting numbers are called as what? Natural numbers. These natural numbers are shown by what? Capital N. Clear? So counting numbers, as we know, these are the counting numbers, natural numbers. So these start from what? 1, 2, 3, 4, dot dot dot. That's why these are called as counting numbers. Similarly, we have seen after counting numbers, whole numbers. Whole numbers, which is represented by capital W. And whole number starts from 0, 1, 2, 3, dot dot dot. Like this, we have seen the third one as integers. Integers are represented by capital Z. And all positive numbers, 0, comma, all positive numbers, comma, all negative numbers. These all are called as integers. Means if you see the position of integers, it is just like this. You must have seen the number line. Like this is the number line. If this is the 0, this is 1, this is 2, this is -1, this is -2. So these all negative numbers plus 0 plus all positive numbers are considered as integers. Okay. Now what we are going to focus in, we have focused previously also, and what we are going to focus in this chapter, in this class, is the concept of the new type of number, that is rational numbers. As we have studied about the rational numbers, that all those numbers which are represented in the form of P upon Q, okay, where P and Q both are what? Integers. P and Q are what? Integers. And one condition is also there, that the value of Q should not be equal to 0. This is all what about rational numbers. Where are the rational numbers existing? These rational numbers are existing between the whole numbers, such as between 0 and 1, or 1 and 2, or 0 and -1, or -1 and -2, like this. Why? Because we can show these positions of the whole numbers by the help of scale. But if we have to find out the rational numbers which are lying between these numbers, so these numbers are called as fractional numbers also, and because these are the fractional numbers, and these numbers can be represented in the form of P upon Q. So this is the format of the rational number. How we represent that we have already seen it. Now the next topic is how to insert rational numbers between the given numbers. See, दिए हुए रैशनल नंबर्स के बीच में कैसे अगर हमको रैशनल नंबर्स इंसर्ट करना है, चाहे हमको एक इंसर्ट करना है, चाहे 2 इंसर्ट करना है, चाहे 3 इंसर्ट करना है, जैसे भी है, जो भी हमारी रिक्वायर्ड हमारी कंडीशन हो, उस हिसाब से जो हमसे रिक्वायरमेंट क्वेश्चन कर रहा हो. जैसे कि मान लीजिए एक रैशनल नंबर भी इंसर्ट करना, मान लेते हैं सपोज भी देयर आर 2 रैशनल नंबर्स हियर, one is A and one is B. So there are 2 methods here to insert the rational numbers between the given rational numbers. I am telling you the first method here. Suppose both the rational numbers have been supposed as A and B. Now if A and B are there according to the first method, this is the first method, if two rational numbers are given, suppose that A and B. So according to the first method, this both rational numbers will be added and divided by 2. This formula is applied here in the first method. Now to get this is the rational number. Suppose what was the rational number here? A and you are the B. What rational number we got in here? A plus B divided by 2. This is one rational number. Now suppose we have to insert another two rational numbers. We can add these two and divide by 2. So this rational number will be between A and A plus B by 2. Similarly, if we suppose we want to insert the rational number between B and A plus B by 2, the same way we will do A plus B by 2 plus B divided by 2. Like this we can insert the rational numbers by the method of A plus B divided by 2. Now see, suppose let us see one example here. So like this, so it will be confusing you where the A coming and where the B coming here. Suppose the rational numbers are 1 and 2. We have to insert the three rational numbers between this 1 and 2. Okay, so what we will do according to the first method? According to the first method, 1 comma 1 plus 2 divided by 2, 2. Okay, 1 plus 2 divided by 2 will be what? 3 by 2. So what you got? 1, 3 by 2, 2. These three, one rational number you get it between 1 and 2. Now we have to insert two more rational numbers. So what we will do? We will add 1 plus 3 by 2 whole divided by 2. Okay, this we are adding this both and dividing by 2. So we will get the rational number here between 1 and 3 by 2. So this is the number we are getting between 1 and 3 by 2. Same way, now after this is what? 3 by 2 and 2. Now one more rational number we want to insert. So we can add these 2 and divide by 2. It means what will be there? Suppose this is there 1 plus 3 by 2. 1 plus 3 by 2 will be what? 2 into 2, 2 plus 3, 5 by 2. And 5 by 2 will be what? 5 by 4. So this will be 1 comma 5 by 4 comma 3 by 2. And now we are finding rational number between this. So this will be 3 upon 2 plus 2 whole by 2 and comma 2. Now this, see, 3 by 2 means 2 to the 6, 2 to the 4, 4 plus 3 what? 7 by 4. So what will be the rational number here? The rational numbers which we will get here will be 1, comma 5 by 4, comma 3 by 2, comma 2 to the 4, 4 plus 3, 7. 7 by 4, comma 2. These are the rational numbers we are getting here. So like this we will insert three rational numbers between the given rational number. This is the way how to insert the rational number according to the first method. Now let us see second method. What we are going to see how should we solve or how should we insert the rational number by the second method. Second method is this. See, suppose similarly we will take 1 and 2. We have to insert three rational numbers here. So we know, we have studied in the fractions that any number which is given, simple this number, is always having its denominator as 1. So this also will be 1. 1 upon 1, 2 upon 1. Now here is the trick in the second method, and that's why this method is considered as most easiest than the first method. In this method we will find out that number by which we can multiply both the given numbers, so that between those numbers we can get three rational numbers here. Okay, so suppose we multiply this by 4. So if we multiply this by 4, then if we are multiplying any fraction by 4, then we have to multiply the numerator also, and we have to multiply the denominator also. Okay, now same way if we are multiplying this fraction by 4, so this also will be multiplied by 4. Clear? So this will be what? 4 upon 4, and this will be what? 8 upon 4. You got this number? Now after 4 what comes? 5, 6, 7. Have you got it? Three rational numbers here. Clear? What is this? 4 upon 4 is 1. 5 upon 4 is as it is. 6 upon 4 will be what? 2 3 is 6, 2 2 is 4. And this will be what? 7 upon 4. And this will be what? 2. You got these rational numbers by second method also. I hope it is clear to you how to find the rational numbers, how to insert the rational numbers between the given rational numbers. On behalf of this, you must have solved exercise 1, exercise 1.1. Now we are going to see the real numbers, the concept of irrational numbers. We have already discussed, but there are some confusions or maybe some confusions with you. So I am discussing this again. Irrational numbers. All those numbers, or we can write the numbers which are not in the form of P upon Q are called as irrational numbers. Now the numbers which are not in the form of P upon Q are called irrational numbers. It means all those numbers which are not rational are called as irrational. So the number which can be, example I am telling you, can be under root 2, under root 3, under root 5, under root 7, under root 11, like this. Okay. So like this, these numbers are called as irrational numbers. Now the new topic which I am going to tell you is how to represent irrational number on the number line. One question always comes in the exam, 100% it comes at any cost. How to represent the irrational number on the number line. We are going to study first method here, by which how we will easily represent the irrational number on the number line. So let us see here. Suppose this is the number line. This is 0, this is 1, this is 2, like this. Okay. What we have to use here, we have to use the concept of Pythagoras theorem here. We will take 1 unit here. This is what? 1 unit. One line will be drawn here. With the help of set square, we will draw one unit here. 1 unit means 1 centimeter. We will touch this with this. So, if you solve this by Pythagoras theorem, this is what? 90 degree. So, by help of Pythagoras theorem, this is forming hypotenuse. So, the value of this will be what? Under root 2. Clear? Again on this is the hypotenuse. On this, you will draw one perpendicular like this. So, this will be also of 1 unit. And this is under root 2. So, now see. Under root 2 square will be what? 2. And 2 plus 1? 1 square. 1 square will be 1. So 2 plus 1 will be what? 3. So this will be under root 3. Clear? Now after this, on this you draw 1 unit here. 1 unit you draw here. This is 1 unit. And join this. So see, under root 3 square will be what? 3. 3 plus 1 will be what? 4. So this will be under root 4. Okay. Now again on this we will show one perpendicular we will draw. Perpendicular will be like this. This will be joined like this. So this will be also 1 unit. Under root 4 will be equal to, means Pythagoras theorem I am applying here. This square plus this square is equal to what? This square. So under root 4 square will be what? Under root 4 square. Under root 4 square means under root 4 का स्क्वायर करेंगे तो क्या आएगा आपका? 4 आएगा. और 1 का स्क्वायर करेंगे तो 1 आएगा. तो 4 plus 1 क्या हो जाएगा? 5. और इसकी वैल्यू क्या आएगी? Under root 5. So this will be what? Under root 5. Now you can see how I am representing the irrational number. Under root 2, under root 3, under root 5. You must be thinking under root 4 is 2. But I am not showing here 2. I'm keeping it as under root 4. So because we have to show under root 5 here. This method which I am using, and I am representing these irrational numbers on this number line, is called as spiral method. It's called as spiral method. Okay, this method is called as spiral method. Based on this, exercise 1.2 is there. You can solve exercise 1.2. After that, any problems are there, you can discuss it. Thank you, students.